Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
33-year-old Tennessee resident Edward Kelley was arrested in May of this year, 2022. He was arrested for assaulting officers and a slew of other crimes that he committed at the Capitol on January 6th. Kelley was captured on video throwing an officer to the ground. He used a piece of wood to smash in a Capitol window. He was the fourth person to enter the Capitol through that broken window. And then he was also seen kicking open the Senate doors, Senate wing doors, to allow other members of Trump's mob into the building. So he was already facing some very serious time behind bars for all of that. Kelley said, "Really? You think that's bad? Hold my beer." He, while out on bond, was just arrested again because Kelley apparently plotted to murder the people investigating him and to attack an FBI office. Needless to say, he's now been charged with additional crimes. He's now been charged with conspiracy, retaliating against a federal official, interstate communication of a threat, and solicitation to commit a crime of violence. Along with Kelley, a 26-year-old man named Austin Carter was also arrested and charged. He is his accomplice. And according to the prosecutor, Kelley and Carter compiled a list of 37 law enforcement officers who were involved in the January 6th investigation into Kelley. This included people who arrested him, people who searched his home, and many, many others. And along with a third person, they plotted to murder these people, these 37 people, and attack the FBI office in Knoxville, Tennessee. But evidently, the third person is a cooperating witness in this case, and he told the authorities that Kelley said, quote, "With us being such a small group, we will mainly conduct recon missions and assassination missions." In addition, Kelley allegedly wanted to collect more information about these targets on his hit list. So he asked this third person to, quote, "reach out to your cop buddies." And this cooperating witness also told the police that Carter is the one who handed him the list. And he said to memorize the names and then, quote, "burn it when you're done." So this third party hasn't been named, but apparently this person went to the local police with this evidence and then agreed to record the conversations with Kelley and Carter. And along with those recordings, this person also turned over security camera footage from Kelley's home. So the footage was from the day of his arrest for January 6th, and it showed an FBI agent approaching his front door. So the FBI decided to move in and make the arrest on Kelley and his friend this week because there were a few disturbing conversations between this witness and the two men. Apparently on Wednesday, December 14th, Kelley called the witness and he asked him if he could, quote, stash some stuff at his house. And he said this was because he was going out of town for Christmas. So the witness asked, what kind of stuff? What is this? And Kelley said, quote, "weapons and ammo." Then several hours later, Kelley called back to say to this witness, "Hey, if you don't hear from me for a couple of days, you should recruit people to attack the FBI office with you." And Kelley allegedly told him, quote, "You don't have time to train or coordinate, but every hit has to hurt." So the witness then called Carter and said, "Hey, are you going to be involved with this? Are you going to be with me in this FBI attack?" And Carter told him, quote, "This is the time." And he told the witness to, quote, "definitely make sure you got everything racked, locked up, and loaded." So a couple of thoughts. First, this is one of the nut jobs who literally physically broke into the Capitol and then broke open a door to let Trump's terrorists in. But you still have these MAGA cult members out there swearing up and down that the police let them in. As they say, ignorance is bliss. There's a lot of blissful people out there. Second, tell me again about these political prisoners. Tell me again about all these people who've been locked up from day one. This guy proves that more of Trump's domestic terrorists need to be locked up until they're sentenced because they are violent, They are out of control. And the other guy who was shot and killed in a cornfield after attacking the FBI office on Trump's behalf again, he was also at the Capitol on January 6th. I'm not saying that every person who was at the Capitol that day is a psycho with homicidal tendencies, but is it too much to ask that we, maybe lock up the people who violently attacked officers, at least until trial? As Trump said, all I'm saying is we should ban all violent January 6 attendees from society until we can figure out what's going on. If the violent defendants had all been in jail, if everyone who was violent on January 6th was in jail from the time of their arrest, a 30-something-year-old woman would still be alive today instead of being murdered on a highway. Now, if you guys have been watching the show for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The other lunatic who went driving down the wrong side of the highway, wrong side of the freeway, drunk on purpose because he wanted to commit suicide. And he ended up killing a 30-something-year-old woman. So yeah, spare me the crocodile tears, the boo-hoo-hooing over these political prisoners. It's a bunch of bullshit. Luckily, they had a cooperating witness in this case. What if they didn't? 37 people, 37 law enforcement members could have been murdered. And God knows what would have happened to that FBI office. Anyway, guys, when I hear more, I'll let you know, because this story isn't over. So anyway, thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate or become a monthly donor if you possibly can. It really helps. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.